Hi everybody, in this video we are going to write the piecewise function for the graph provided. This is one of many examples like this kind, so just pay attention to the thumbnail. I'm going to try to make the picture pretty clear on the thumbnail so that you can kind of pick and choose whatever one is of most interest to you. So here it looks like we have three pieces that we are working with. So the first piece looks to me to be cubic, like an x cubed. This one over here looks to be linear, like x. And then this over here, I'm going to say a lot of people are going to assume is going to be a quadratic. However, if you look at it very closely, you should notice that it's not a quadratic. I went up by 1 initially, right? Then I went up by 2. Then I went up by 4. When you have a pattern like that, where we're going up by multiplying by the same number over and over and over again, it's not quadratic. That right there is exponential. So if you think about it, where when we graph the exponential parent functions, the number that you're multiplying by is your growth or decay factor. So in this case, my growth factor, the base, would be a 2. We always started the initial value number of units above my crosshair, my HK, wherever that is. So it looks like this one is up 1 unit. The next piece is up 2 units. The next piece, the next point rather, is up 4, is up 8. So it's times 2, times 2, times 2. So that means this little spot right here is going to be treated like the HK for that part. All right, so this is really 2 to the x power. That's an exponential, okay? So careful there. All right, so let's see. This first one, the x cubed, it gets moved based on that point right over there. So I will list that one out for us first. So we have, it doesn't look like there's any stretch. Looks like we went left 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have x plus 4 cubed, and it looks like it went up 2. Make sure you're always paying attention to the right spot for this part. Don't get distracted with something else. Comma. And then that was from negative 1, 2, 3. Okay, so from negative infinity until negative 3 with a bracket right there. Then the next we have is this line over here. Now, I already recorded another one of these where they're linear. I don't think it makes much sense for you to try to write this as y equals mx plus b. I think that's a little bit ridiculous. Think of it as a transformation of a linear function. I'm going to use the point on the left here. So that was left 3. So that means I have a linear x plus 3. That moved me left 3, first power because it's linear. And then I moved up 1, so plus 1. And that's what got me that point right over there. Now the slope is just my a value, so I can count that down 2 excuse me, down 2, and then to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So down 2 over 5. So oops, plus 1. Sorry. Negative 2/5 right there. And then that part is going from negative 3 until positive 2, like that. I promise if you distribute that negative 2/5 and combine like terms, you'll get into y equals mx plus b, and you'll get your little annoying y-intercept right there. From there, we have the piece we talked about just a moment ago, and don't forget, when it comes to exponential, that's your little crosshair down there. Sorry. So then that's to the right 2. Okay, so I have 2. My initial value is up 1, and really there's a lot of different ways to write exponentials. I'm just going to do the most basic version. Okay, move to the right 2, so x minus 2 like that, minus 4, down 4 like that. And then that guy is from 2 with the parenthesis until infinity. That one in front of the 2 raised to the x minus 2 is really not necessary. Okay? That's implied, even if it's not there. All right, so take your time thinking about this one. Think about why it's not a quadratic. If that was your vertex of a quadratic, think about what that graph would actually look like. Maybe draw it over yours and see what the difference is right there. Questions, comments, concerns, requests, and feedback can go into the comment section. The description box has, not description, yeah? Is that what it's called? I don't know, brain fart. It has long division videos in it, and then other piecewise videos, as well as the thumbnail on the screen at the end here should have a click through to the Piecewise Function playlist. If you love it, happy and you know it, thumbs it up. If not, thumbs it down. And adios.